this can be a culprit. This, is a hard drive. This is a Western Digital hard drive, and it's got people's data on it, all of their data, a life of work. So one of the things here at East Valley is to get the files off this hard drive, whether it be a clicking hard drive. This is the culprit that holds all your data. And we have customers come in that have data that is on either an external hard drive, or it's on, that they've stored all their files, they've moved all their files off on an external hard drive to speed up their computer, and then their external hard drive crashes. Here's a Seagate 2.5 external, kind of small, but another one that's crashed, and hey, we've got to get the data off this thing, 250 gigs and half of it's full. So even if it's a hard drive that's not spinning, or if it's got the click of death, we can get the data off even if it's a non-spinning drive. Or if it's a clicking drive or making noise. A lot of other companies that you might have gone to say we can't get it if it's not spinning, or they're going to give you a very, very high quote of say $1,500 for a clicking drive. We can usually get the drive to spin up and get the data off. We have a lot of software here. We don't do drive rebuilds here, but we do outsource that. But we do a lot of data recovery for hard drives that even have spinning problems or huge sector errors. Most of the time we can rebuild those drives and get the data off of those hard drives. But again, one of the number one rules in data is to have redundancy. In other words, have many, many copies of your data. If you've got lots of old movies or family photos and stuff like that, if it's a personal computer, or if you're direct in business, of course, businesses most of the time, not always, but some of the time, line themselves up to have redundancy. In other words, have multiple copies of their data. We do find even commercial customers out there in the field that have old RAID systems, which is a whole batch of hard drives, but the whole server crashes, and then they can't plug in those hard drives in and get them to spin up. So if the motherboard goes on a RAID, on some of the RAID systems with just say dual hard drives, and one hard drive's already gone, and they're running on one, and then they've been running on a broken horse. So they've been running on a weak scenario of just barely preserving their data. So one of the things that we do is make sure people have redundancy as far as backups go. And you can call us on the phone at 480-786-4987. This is John, East Valley Computers in Chandler, Arizona. Thank you much. Bye-bye.